Is my voice is loud and clear? Everyone? Done. So let's start the session, guys. So in today's class, we are going to discuss the capstone project. That is one end-to-end project once again related to using the Power BI and Excel. So one data set we are choosing for Excel, one data set again we are going to choose for the Power BI, and we are going to create the end-to-end project based on the requirement. So as everyone knows, few common steps. So once again, I'm just sharing the important information here. So in the last class, we have discussed about the resume building and everything. Now in today's class, we are going to discuss the next one. That is projects, resume based projects. So for completing the resume based projects, just we are going to do the end to end. As we know, what is end to end projects? End to end projects means end to end projects consist of what are the steps? What are the steps involved in the end to end projects? First one is business problem understanding. Whatever you have done earlier with the Python, the same thing. Business problem understanding followed by data understanding. Now tell me guys, what is data understanding? Quick. What is meant by data understanding? Understanding each and every column name. So if you don't know what is the meaning of that column name, what you are going to do? You're going to ask to the domain expert, or you have to do the research in the Google. Okay. If any person domain expert is available, you have to ask the domain expert, or you have to do the research and by checking in the Google or something, and you have to understand the each and every column. For understanding each and every column meaning, that column meaning will be dependent on the business problem. So whoever has shared you the data set of business problem, so here what you are going to receive as a project, what you are going to receive related to project information means you are going to receive three things. One is the business problem, that is what is the requirement. You are going to receive the requirements. This is on the day one. You are going to receive on day one. What you are going to receive on the day one. So you are going to receive one, the business problem you will receive. What is the requirements by the client? Requirements by the client, what they are exactly looking for. And along with this, second, you are going to receive data set or server address, what are the server or anything. So if it is hosted in the server or something SQL server or MySQL, whatever it is, so server connection details. Either you will get the server connection details or the data set. Next, so when you receive the server connection details, automatically they will only share how you have to connect. Step-by-step procedure, they will only share. First click on this and enter this one. They will only share. Simply you can enter the details, right? Next, they're also going to share you the data nomenclature. What is meant by data nomenclature? Data nomenclature is nothing but, for example, if you are having the hypertension, what is meant by hypertension? Earlier, whatever we have completed in the Python project, hypertension. What is meant by hypertension means whether the person is having the hypertension or not. They will give yes or no. If it is already encoded, with the zeros or ones, what we have to do? Zero should be replaced with the no, one should be replaced with the yes. So they are going to give the data nomenclature. What is hypertension? And inside that yes or no's or what are there? Or for example, if we have also worked with the loan data. In the loan data, we are having the loan amount term. Loan amount term in the data nomenclature, they will say clearly how it is in terms of months. The data is in terms of in months. When they have given that one in the months, we'll understand according to that. Otherwise, how we can know that one is months, days, years, how we can know? So they'll mention clearly. Similarly, loan amount, what are the applicant income? Applicant income, whether the applicant income is in the dollars. When we have worked, applicant income is in the dollars. Co-applicant income is also in the dollars. What are the loan amount is there? The loan amount in thousands, in thousands of dollars. So in thousands. So data nomenclature or loan amount term or everything, they have to give us a nomenclature. Then only we can understand. Without nomenclature, we cannot understand. So first we have to receive the business. First we'll receive these three things to our mail. Like what are the nomenclature is there and everything. After receiving the data nomenclature and everything, according to the business problem, we'll understand the data. After understanding the data, once we do the research, then we are going to do what? What is the next step? Data exploration. What is meant by data exploration? Okay, what is meant by data exploration? It is data cleaning, huh? No. What is data exploration meaning is exploring the complete given data, means internal values. What are the internal values inside the each column? Observing the internal values. Okay, like unique values, value counts, or wrong data, like this. So we are going to explore the data, and in the data exploration, what you are going to do? Observations. You are going to do the observations. From data exploration, you are going to do only observations. Now, which wrong data is there or wrong data type is there? All these things, observations. Okay, each and every column, unique values you are going to observe. Each and unique column, what are the value counts you are going to observe for discrete variable, for count variable, for continuous variable, for time series variable, everything you are going to observe. Not your So this data exploration will be done on the clean data or on the raw data. Raw data. So data exploration always will be done only on the raw data. Now that same data exploration, if you do on the clean data, what it is called as? What it is called as? On the clean data, if you do, what it is called as? Exploratory data analysis. You are analyzing the data. Okay. So first you are going to do the data exploration. After data exploration, you are going to do the data cleaning. Once you do the data cleaning, what is the next one you are going to do? Data. Now clean data. What are the clean data you are having? The clean, after data cleaning was completed, dropping the unimportant columns, everything are completed, and replace also wherever the hypertension 0 is there, you are going to replace with 1. I mean yes with 1, no's with 0. A replacement also comes under cleaning only. So everything comes under cleaning. Once cleaning was completed, the entire data was clean data. Now for the clean data, what you are going to do? Analysis. And this analysis, how you are going to perform this analysis means either statistical measures. So these statistical measures in the Excel also you are going to show as a measure only. In the Power BI you are going to show as a card. In the Excel you are going to show in the cell. Within the Excel you have to show the statistical measure inside the cell, the value in the cell. Instead of using the card, you have to keep in the cell. The average value or minimum value or maximum value, whatever it is there, it should be in the cell. Inside the cell you are going to keep. Now in the Power BI, you are going to keep that one in the cards. Now, second, in the data analysis, what is the next one? Statistical measures is one. Second one is tables. You are going to keep the data in the tables. Either in the Excel, we are going to use the pivot tables. Within the Excel, we are going to use the pivot tables within the Excel, or in the Power BI, we are going to use the in the Power BI. Within the Power BI, what we are going to use? Tables and matrices. Table and matrix. This we are going to use. In the Power BI, we are going to use this one. In the Excel, we are going to use this one. This is the tables. Next, apart from the tables, what is the third one we are going to use? Tables and cells and this one. Apart from this, what we are going to use? Next one is called as plots. We are going to use the plots, whether it is Power BI or this one. And so this tables, statistical measures, plots is nothing but data visualization. Now, once you have done everything, finally you are going to do the presentation. So these are the total 6 steps which you are going to do. Okay. So your data visualization with presentation. Data visualization and presentation. So finally you are going to create a dashboard. So I think internally everything is clear. Again, if you have to discuss what is data exploration internally, again, unique values, that one, this one, and identifying which column is which type, all these things already you know, right? Step-by-step procedure. If you have forgot the step-by-step procedure and whatever the steps you have involved in the Python project, if you forgot means, again, it would be difficult here. So what are the steps you have written commonly? I asked you to write in the last page if possible, step by step, very clearly in the notes at the time when I'm explaining for the first time. Because this is commonly applicable in the Excel, it is commonly applicable in the Power BI, or it is commonly applicable in the Python. So whatever the works are there. Now, in the company, okay, when you have joined in the company, on the day one, you're going to receive this one. After receiving this one, first, what you are going to do? One is the company, what you are going to do once you receive this one, you are going to involve these steps only. First, you will understand the data. The moment you receive the data, you will start understanding and you will spend the time on the research. Sir, on the day one itself, I'm going to load the data in the Power BI, or I'm going to load the data in the Python, or I'm going to load the data miss? No. On the day one, if the data is in the Excel sheet, or if the data is in the database, wherever the data is there, first you are going to see the data, and after seeing the data, each and every column, after understanding only, you have to load. That data has to be loaded into the Power BI, that data has to be loaded into the Python only after understanding the each and every column name. If you don't know what is column name, instead of loading that also, there will be no use. So you are going to load the data and you are going to explore the data. And data analysis should be done only on the clean data, not on the raw data. Right? And after doing the data cleaning and data analysis, and finally, now when it comes to the data analysis, what is exactly data analysis means? Data analysis is nothing but thinking of the questions. Now, here, before moving on to the further today's project, as I told you, okay, this is common. Wherever we are using, this is common. Now, for me, I required the students. Okay, here I'm going to share you the data sets. Just a minute. So the data set is related to sales, and we are having the data set related to insurance. Two data sets are available. Okay, one is for that, one is for this. Now, what are the data set I'm having here? This is the data set. Okay, we are having the different customers and their phone numbers, and this is their products. They are having the products, and this is the offers which are applicable, and this is the dates on which they have purchased. Right? Now, just I'm going to share you the details. Now, here the details are Okay, it is a company. Electro Hub is a company, and where it is going to do the sales related to electronics, footwear, clothing, home appliances, accessories, kitchenware, bags, and personal care. So it is doing the various sales. Now here you are having in terms of data like this. That is, you are having the customers data and products, different types of products. What are the different products they are selling? So we are having from electronics, footwear, clothing, home appliances like this. As I have told you, it is having different. And these are the customers. This is a customers table separately. This is a product table separately. And this is the sales. So on which date, which customer, which product they have purchased. And if you have to add these columns are not given to us. We have to add. Okay, up to here only they have given to us. Now this is the date. On date 10th customer. Who is the customer number 10 miss? Okay, Drew from Pune, and he has purchased this particular item. What is the item he has purchased? PP P of 004. What is that P of 004 means? Which is HP laptop, which is cost of 65,000. That he has purchased. And number of units. How many number of units he has purchased means 2 units. One more person on day that is May 19, 2022. Customer ID is 28. Who is customer ID 28? Here you are having the customer ID called as Nikhil. And what is the product they have purchased? Product name is P0027, and this is the number of units. Now here I want everyone to write the schema for this. What is the schema? Schema means which table is connected to which table. Start with this one. So first you are going to have here customer ID and customer name, city, state, pin code, email ID, and phone number. So this is table number 1, which is called as customers table. Next, I'm having the table number 2. In the table number 2, I'm having the product details. This is related to products. So product ID, product name, product type, what is the product, exact product, and price. Is there any connection between these two? Any common column name is there? No, there is no connection. Both of them are independent to each other. Next, coming to the third one, promotion ID. So for some people, we are going to give some promotional codes. Every person may not get the promotional codes. And we are having the promotional ID. So one more table called as promotion. And here we are having the ID, name of the promotion, ad type, coupon code. What are the coupon is a coupon code, and price. How much price was reduced? Right? Now, here we are having the one. Is there any connection between these 3 tables? No. Now, again, now let us go with the final table. Let's go with the final table. Here I'm having the sales. This is now sales. Here I'm having the date, customer ID. Is there any connection between the customer ID of this one to this one? So this is connected like this. Next, promotion ID. Promotion ID is connected to this one. Next, third one is product ID. What are the product IDs there? The product ID is connected to this one. Means these 3 tables are connected to here. And along with that, you are also having the units sold. So this is the data. Once I load the same, all these 4 tables, once I load into my Power BI, automatically you are going to get the schema like this, right? What are the schema is available or connections between the tables? Let me rename this one as sales table. Okay, this is promotion table. Rename as promotion, simply only promotion. And this one I'm renaming as product. what are the table name is there. I'm keeping the table name and my sheet name as the same instead of confusing, and click on the save. Now, once you have done the schema and once you have understood the data, now what we have to do is we have to work on the this and we have to get the some report. Now they are going to share some requirements. So these are the questions will be given. Now everyone please write all the questions in the notes please, step by step. Sir, here you are giving the questions to us and these questions we are going to write and after that we are going to work fine. But from where we can get these questions? First, how to get these questions means in the company also your seniors are going to share you the today please work on this and share me the what are the observations you have done. So they will only give the sometimes the questions. And once you practice more number of questions on different data sets, I think earlier in the hard stroke you have practiced some questions. You only created some questions. In the loan also you have created some questions. Like that, once you create some questions on the data sets, automatically what happens? You are going to gain the experience. Initial time, since we are in the starting stage and we don't remember the questions. When we are unable to remember the questions, in that case, when we are unable to form the questions, okay, in the starting early days of work, when we are unable to form ourselves the questions, the company people are going to provide the questions in the starting. Slowly, as experience increases, you only can formulate the questions. Yeah. So Not only in the Kaggle, in the reality, wherever you get the data sets, there will be no questions. Questions should be formulated by us. That is only called as based on the experience. Just now I have told you, right? When you are in the initial days in the company, starting days, they'll be supporting with the questions. That too, when you are a fresher and you are joining as a 1 year experience or something like this, they'll support. But once you are having the experience, for example, you have practiced already 10 to 15 data sets. Now for the 16 data set, are you going to ask the questions, miss? No. You will only create how to formulate. So just these are the some of the questions now. Other than these questions, for the given data, what questions you can add? Additional to this, what are the additional questions you can add? So first, to add the additional questions, first we require the data and business problem. And already the business problem is very simple. They want to observe sales. Okay, always for data analyst, the business problem will be analytical report. They want some kind of analytical report where the work will be simple, right? Now here I want with the analytical report. So for this getting the analytical report, here we are having the different like this. Okay, now what are the for analytical report, we are having the data. Now based on this, start thinking some questions from your end. Okay, other than those 8 questions, start thinking from your end. Already I told you how you have to formulate the questions. Individual column wise, a combination of 2 column wise, a combination of 3 columns. That is univariate, bivariate and multivariate. So by applying the univariate, bivariate and multivariate, we are going to create the questions. Here the point is, we are having the data in the multiple tables. Now here, before moving on to this one explanation part or something, already you know how to load the data. Now after loading the data, just you are going to formulate the questions. Now so what is the first step again? What is the first step in this business problem? For this business problem, what is the business problem for this one? Most of the business problems will have the common thing. What is that common thing? Called as analytical report. What is that analytical report meaning is? Now, do you think that all the 8 questions what I have shared, you will get in the single dashboard? You may not. Remember this. Everything cannot be completed in a single dashboard. Don't think that, sir, final output should be a single dashboard only, sir. No, miss. Answer is no. You may have to do 2 or 3 also. Okay, 2, 3, 4 also we required. So see, in the PPTs, first PPT, in the everything we are going to keep in a single slide, miss, we may not keep. In the first slide, we'll explain something and we'll move on to the second slide and we immediately will start explaining. We will not give the gap. So we are not going to minimize the screen like this and we'll open that one, this one in front of the client will not do like this. So in the Power BI dashboard, just sheet 1, sheet 2, side by side only. Just we are going to click on the side sheet 2 and again we'll start explaining immediately. And that too when it is client presentation. Instead of client presentation, you are going to work under your seniors. When you are working under the seniors, that one also not will be there. You are not going to do the even the presentation. Just you are going to share what are the observations. You are going to write the questions like this. For each question, you are going to write the answer also. Answer means not in the theory part. In the Power BI dashboard, you are going to show the answers. Right? Now, next one is here, what is the business problem is going to be the analytical report. So the complete analytical report you are going to present. Now after analytical report, now what is the observations you are going to do is each column, what are the values are there? Different values. So now for me, here the what are the data was provided in the customer's data, customer ID. This customer ID data is what is the use of customer ID? If anything information is missing for that, to get the original data, I'm going to use the customer ID. For example, here for this customers cities are missing. To my backend team, I'm going to say the customer IDs with 13, 14, 15, 16 and 17, the city names are missing. For example, if I'm having the data, this one is missing, this one is missing here, and this one is missing, something like this. I'm going to say to my backend team that record customer ID 4 and customer ID number 21, the data is missing. First, I'll separate the data. You know already how to extract the missing data. Separate, select the missing values. Wherever the missing values are there, first we are going to separate them. Whatever the data was separated, for example, in my case, 4th record and 21 record. These two records only will be separated. And I'm going to say that here the state and email ID is missing for the record customer ID 21, and for customer ID 4, the city name is missing. If any original data is available, I will try to fill that one. So in the SQL, you know how to extract, or in the Python, you know, or in the Power BI, or wherever it is. So even in the Excel also, you are going to select the data wherever it is null. Condition is wherever it is null. Now, okay, fine. Now you are having the something like this, the data. Now in this data, we are going to learn there is no use of customer ID other than to extract the original data. To contact the backend team. For example, I want to say to the Naresh IT, sir, in my class, one of the student phone number is missing. What they'll ask? Which student, sir? Student, I have to take either name of the student or roll number of the student. Name of the student, if I say, there might be a chance of repetition. Which will not be repeated means which of the column is the primary key, that cannot be accepted as the duplicates. So I'm going to say that, sir, in the Naresh IT 7:30 p.m. batch, this is the roll number. This roll number phone number is missing. So they are going to identify directly like that. So for identifying or for extracting the data, this is the primary key majorly used. For doing the data analysis, there will be no use. And what about the customer name, city name, state name? Just we are going to observe from which state more number of customers are there, or more number of people are from which city or state or something. Pin code, email ID, phone number, there will be no use. Here in this entire table, which are the columns are useful for our analysis purpose means only the city name and state name. From these two, we are going to observe more number of customers are from which city, or more number of customers are from which state. Okay. Majorly, we are going to focus on this table. Our entire work will be on this table. So here each row is considered as transactions. So we are going to observe the total number of transactions. How many are there? In these transactions, that people, whoever the customers are has done. So which type of customers means which city customers has done more number of transactions or something. Now here I'm going to identify 10 customer ID. That customer ID, there will be no use, right? What I have to do with that customer ID? So instead of customer ID, if I replace that customer ID, whoever the 10 is there, if I combine these two also here, this entire thing, if I combine by using the join function, if I combine, now I'm going to get for each customer ID from which city they have purchased. Now then I will get the more number of transactions from which city or state. Here you are going to get the, what you are going to get here? More number of customers are from which city, or more customers are from which state you will get. Here total number of customers, how many are there? 50 customers are there. Out of 50 customers, many customers are from which state or which city you are going to get. This is customers. I want not customers, I want in terms of transactions. Customers might be 50 available, but in this 50, maybe one of the person only has done multiple transactions. Remaining people may not do also transaction also. Maybe one transaction or two transactions only might be available. So I want to check which customers or which city customers has done the more amount of transactions. Then what I'm going to do here, I'm going to combine this table with the customers table by applying the join. Next, similarly, promotion ID or promotion this one, and I'm going to create the multiple columns. So now multiple here product ID is there. When I combine this product ID with the products, what happens? There is no use of with the product name, because every product will have one ID different. There is no connection because all of them will be unique only. But what I'm going to get? Price I will get. So here in the says, for example, this person has purchased the 004. I'm going to, what is the value he is purchased means 64,999. 69,999. This is the product. So what are the 64,000? Sorry, this is right. 64,999. How many sales he has done? 2. So now I'm going to create here a new column called as total revenue or sales something. So I'm going to write the sales and I'm going to multiply with the this unit sold into what is the price. What is the price means first for this particular product ID, I want the price. So that column should be added here accordingly. For product 24, product 24 value only has to be brought. For product 27, product 21 value only has to be brought like that. So for that, what I have to do in terms of, I have to apply the inner join. When I apply the inner join, whichever the common values are there here, only for those things it will be joining. Remaining things it will not join. Is the points are clear, guys? Understood? Now, after joining this one, now then I'm going to create the sales, and for that says how much promotion I have given. So this promotion ID is there, right? Promotion ID of 001. 001 means 20% off. They have written 20% off. 20% off is, I'm going to write like this 0.2. The value as 0.2. Right? 10% off. 10% off means 0.1. Okay. Next, buy one get one free, which is 0.5. 50% off 0.5. 70% off 0.7. So this is the percentages which they have given. So if the value is 1000 rupees, assume the value is 1000 rupees. After giving the 20% discount on that, balance what is the amount they are going to pay? 800 rupees. How to calculate that one? How to calculate? 1000 minus what are the percentage they have given the discount, this one, into the again product price. That is nothing but simply to say your present value, what are the values there, into 1 minus discount. 1 means 100%. 100% minus how much is the discount was given. How much amount of discount was given? Just if the product value is 1000 rupees, 10% discount will give how much? 900. Let's cross check. For everything, let us fill the 1000 and let us cross check. After the discount, what is the final value? So same logic I'm applying here. So for 1000 rupees, 10% discount means 900. For 1000 rupees, buy one get one means 50% discount 500, 50% and 70% discount means 300. So discounts are applied correctly only. So this one, this discount number, what are the discount number is there? This 0.2, 0.1, 0.5 like this has to be replaced here. Wherever you are having the PR001, PR001 should be replaced with the 0.2. Wherever the PR004 is there, PR004 should be replaced with the PR004 should be replaced with the 0.5. Like that. So wherever the values are there, what are the promotional is there, that value should be replaced. And after replacing, now here I'm going to get the sale. This is a sale after discount. I'm going to create one more new column called as sale after discount. So after discount means here number of units is equal 64,999 into 2. So first from where you are going to get that 64,999 means you are going to join that one. By joining, you are going to get the product ID 4 value is here. Each unit price, heading as each unit price. Okay, and 64,999. By joining that one, you are going to get here. And the sales is equal to units into each unit price. And after discount, what is after discount means this sale minus, sorry, into 1 minus, that is 100% minus here, what are the value will be there. If it is 0.2 means 0.2, 0 means 0, what are the value? This all the things should be replaced with the values only. And after replacing all these things, in this case 0, nothing is there, right? 0. So after discount, what is the sales? So this value should be replaced with the 0.2, This one should be replaced with 0.2. This should be replaced with 0.5, 0.2, 0.2. And wherever the 4 is there, 0.5, 3 is there, you have to replace accordingly. So once you have replaced, you are going to create a new columns like this. Once you have created the new columns, then you can work. Here customer ID we don't know. So customer ID we have to join. Next promotion we have to replace. And product ID we have to bring the unit price, because that product ID belongs to what product line along with the price. These two has to be attached. There is no use of with the product ID and product name, because all of them will be unique only. What we require? Electronics and price. These has to be brought and it has to be attached to this. So we have to attach that one, and finally we have to create the columns. Then we have to work on this. Is the points are clear? Now, before moving on to the further, here this, what are the questions I have written here? I'm going to give this one as for you work for today. You have to complete this work, and tomorrow we are going to see each and everything. First, you give a try. Okay. So what are the project is there? Okay. Project, end-to-end project we are going to do, right? Now here, this project steps work is there, right? Now tomorrow when you are going to do this work now, you will learn more things than my explanation. You will understand more. Tomorrow when I'm going to explain, sir, this is done, this like this you are going to explain. It will be very easy for you. And not only this one, I'm going to share you one more. Okay, what is that one more is? Insurance also I'm going to share. Now for this, so both of them are you going to do miss one by one. Tomorrow you have to do the sales. Sunday you have to do this one before Monday class. Okay, so that is one more data set related to insurance. Okay, this one. So in the insurance, again you are having the policy number, customer ID, gender, age, policy type, policy starting date, ending date, premium amount, coverage, claim, claim data, claim amount, status. Right? Now, so you are going to work earlier, healthcare completed, finance completed, sales, case studies are completed. Of course, one more exclusive project also we are going to do. One more insurance. See, 4 of them are for different domains. None of them is matching. Okay. So now this is one more data set. Now where this data set also similar way, I'm having the policy number, who is the customer, customer ID, gender, age, what is the policy type, which type of policy, like auto means car policy or bike policy, travel policy, health policy, life insurance policy, which type of policy, and what is the starting date, ending date, and premium amount, coverage, and claim number, claim data, claim amount, and whether claim status. What is claim status means? Whether he has applied for the claim and whether it was claimed or not, claimed or rejected. How many number of claims has been pending? How many of them are rejected? Everything. For this data set, what is the specialty is there now? Questions also you only have to prepare. So one example I am going to do, one example you are going to do. Right? So at least here I have shared for you this data set. What are the data set I am sharing for you? Complete this data set first for tomorrow. And for this data set, you have to combine. Inner joins you have to apply. How you are going to apply the inner joins? Everything you have to do only in the Power BI. Don't touch the Python. So cleaning, I will do first. I will load this one in the there, sir. I will merge, sir. After merging, I will do this one, sir. Replacement. Finally, the clean data I will take from the Python. Then that clean data I will stay in the Power BI. No. I want everything in the Power BI only. Don't touch the Python. Okay. Inner joins. Everything you have to apply only in the Power BI only. After joining the data, replacement, data cleaning, and you have to start thinking of answers for each and every question. How you can do. Now, when you are trying to do, some of them you will miss. And you will automatically, when you miss, automatically what you will do? Check in the Google only. Okay, check in the Google or ChatGPT or something. You will do the research and finally you try to get the answer, but still you will not get some of them. What to do, how, this one, that one, you will get the questions. Now tomorrow when I'm explaining that one, okay, this is the logic, you'll understand, that will be registered. If that experience you have to get miss, you have to wait for another one more day. You will understand 100% tomorrow why I have stopped here and why I asked to you to do this one. 100% you'll understand. If I take directly, simply I can load the data and I can apply the sales and I can identify the top 5. Just in the filter I will go advanced top and filtering, I will select top 5, I will select and I will apply the sales. Top 5 sales I will get, top 5 profit I will get, top 5 product quantity I will get. Just in the filter I have to select the top N filtering. Now how the sales trends are there over the time is just I have to apply the line plot, okay, or bar with line plot. Bar with line plot will be there, right? Bar with line plot. I'm going to select and I'm going to observe the trend. And daily, monthly, quarterly, annually, everything in the single chart, hierarchy will change. Just I will click on that button, automatically you'll get daily. Again, I will click on the button monthly. Again, I will click on the button quarterly. Again, I will click on the button annually. Right? Next, showing the relationship between the sales versus profit. That is clustered bar chart. In the clustered bar chart, the big bar will be in terms of sales. In that, how much profit was made. So these all the things I can apply in a simple way and I can show you. But when you do on your own, by doing all these things, all these examples, different examples and all this, when you combine the data and you work right, you will get the real-time experience now. Because in the company, generally in my company, if you join my company or any company, morning, first meeting will be there, right? In that meeting, they will say like this only. Today, please complete these things. By evening, please show us. They will say like this. Point is clear? Understood? So in the company also, same thing will happen. Just they'll share the questions and they'll ask to complete. Or if you have created some questions, then they'll ask what work you have done today. You are going to write the questions and for all these questions, I have identified the answers in the Power BI and you are going to show the Power BI dashboard. Okay. So these questions, tomorrow you have to show it to me. Okay. I mean, please complete the work. After completing the work, once I show you, 100% you'll feel the difference, guys. And once this is completed, then you can work on the insurance data also. Everyone, please try to complete this work. Is that clear? And you have to apply the steps. As I've told you, clearly you have to apply all the steps only using the Power BI. Don't touch anything else. Once Power BI was completed, you can do the same data set in the Excel also. Same thing you can do in the Excel. Right? For doing in the Excel, sir, in Excel I have to do, but I want to merge the data. How we have to do the inner join in the Excel? Inner join or outer join, how to do? You have not explained, right? At least in the Power BI you have told us. But in the data, in this Excel, how to do that inner join or outer join means here we are going to use by using the lookup functions. There is VLOOKUP. By using that VLOOKUP, it will be filled. The latest data, we can extract the data like that. That one also I will show you. Right? So first complete the Power BI project and tomorrow we'll complete this one. Okay. Sir, additional to these 8 questions, can I add additional questions? Add. The more the number of questions you add, more the clarity you get on the project. In the presentation, when you are presenting to others, for example, you only have brought up some presentation to me. When you are presenting to me something, the other person, by observing your presentation, they have to get a complete clarity. If they are asking some questions, means your work is pending. If their other person is not asking any question, means you have done the entire related work. Other person, it depends on the other person. Is the point is clear? So tomorrow our class will be at 7 o'clock only. It is not 7:37. Just come half an hour before only. 7 o'clock. And I'm having only your class tomorrow. Because as 2 days back, due to my laptop, I have cancelled the session, right? Tomorrow, Saturday, we are having the class. at 7 o'clock, 7 to 9. 2 hours we are going to spend because this project will take 2 hours of time. Okay. If possible, please add some more additional questions, right? If any student is having any questions, please ask. What are the questions you are having for doing the project? I have shared the data set. I have shared the work. Assume you are work. Guys, again, I'm saying one more point. Important point. Once you apply for a company and you have shared your resume, once you have shared your resume after completing your projects, once you share, right? From them, you are going to get a reply by sharing some work like this only. How I have shared for you, same way they'll share you. Some data set they'll share you, some questions they'll share you. Complete this one, they'll ask. 100% you'll 100 out of 100. I'm saying multiple times. I'm saying once you have taken this practice today, it will be impacted more in your next interview in the real time. So don't miss this one and clearly practice. Right? Done. If anyone has any questions, please ask. Yes. Real-time project versus real-time project means some projects will be like dummy projects. So for example, I will only create the student name. I will only create one student name and one course name, something, a column I will be creating. That we call it as dummy data sets. Real-time means which are having the real-time application. So in the companies, for example, as of now, I have shared you, right? This data set, what are that says data set you are going to work, right? There is one company and it is working with this one. My brother only is working this data set. Not only difference with that one versus this one is my brother, my cousin brother, my not own brother, cousin brother. And whoever the cousin brother is working as of now in one of the company as a data analyst. He is a senior data analyst. And now what are the work he is doing? That company is having the multiple operations in the various countries. Okay, it is doing some kind of sales from different products they are selling from to various countries. Like they are having the offices in Singapore, Malaysia, all these things. Okay, and along with that, they are also having the different types of products. Okay, different customers are there, something. Now they are going to analyze that one, which areas and which type of products, which type of people are having all these things. They are analyzing. Now, my cousin has told me recently, I'm having this work and we are working on this one, means. Then I have thought that, okay, why you can't share some of the work for us? Some work related stuff, why can't you share, miss? Then he has started sharing the work also. To work that type of data, that is only called as real time. Now, what are this data set is there, right? This is directly real time. There is really this, once you join in the company, in that company, assume you have joined my brother's company only, there you will find the data set, right? As it is, the same data set will be available with more number of records. Records will be very high. Instead of here, we are working with the 3000 records. There you are going to work with the 30 lakh records. Number of transactions will be high. Real time is having with respect to this type of really this is having the importance in the companies. Which projects are having the real time application? Is the point is clear? Done. Still any questions? Just I'm going to share you this one. Just to give me 1 minute. I'm going to upload now itself. Just 1 minute. I'm creating a new folder called as projects. Completely a new folder. That is end-to-end projects. And in this end-to-end projects, just I'm going to share you this project requirement and along with the data set. Just a minute. Done. I have shared you. Okay. The project requirement along with the this, both of them. Even the PPT also was shared to you. And if possible, try to add the more number of questions. While adding the more number of questions in Power BI, we can't type the questions, right? In the Jupyter notebook, we can keep in the markdown. In the cell, we can keep as the markdown. But here we cannot keep in the markdown. So I want everyone to do with this. What is that? Instead of in the Power BI, you have to write the questions in the notepad. Additional, what are the questions you have done? Apart from these 8 questions, additional questions you have done means write all the questions in the notepad. How many questions you can add? Solution obviously will be in the Power BI only. Sir, question is here, solution is here. Then how I have to present means when in the Power BI, when you are doing the presentation, you need to say that this is the question, this is the answer, this is the question, this is the answer. You are not the trainer now to explain like that. You are going to explain from your perspective what are the observations you have made. Okay? Is the points are clear? Done. It is available now. Others, if you are not having any questions, you can leave. Yes. Yes. Both of them. That is the reason 2 data sets, right? One is insurance data set, one is this one. For example, if I have done this sales data, tomorrow I'm going to do in the Power BI because I have told you today complete the Power BI and come. So in the Power BI, I'm going to show you the sales related. Now, what are the insurance data is there? Insurance data I will use for the Excel. Okay. Now, insurance data you have to do in the Power BI. This one you have to do in the Excel. Opposite. And you have to get the experience in the both of them. So 2 data sets, both. One will be done by me, 2 has to be done by you. Right. Done. Yeah, you can leave, guys. If no questions, you can leave. Next. Yeah, Krishna Sai Reddy. As I've told you, right? We look up and next look up. We are going to discuss in the project. When I'm going to discuss, I will show with the application and I will show with the clearly. Right? Sir, for doing the resume projects, how we can form questions? Ashwini, you can form the questions like this by using the univariate. Univariate means single column. Bivariate means by considering two columns, by adding the two columns. And multivariate means by collecting the three columns. So how you have created the questions in the Python? Same logic, nothing else. Here sample questions I have given for you for today's practice purpose and to come ready for the tomorrow's class. That is the reason I have shared the questions. Just I want to see how many of you are going to perform well in the tomorrow. Right? Is that clear, Gagans? And next question is, yeah, still, you told that certificate, right? Yeah. You can go tomorrow. I will intimate to the team. Tomorrow at what time you will go, miss? Around 11:30 you go to the main office. To the main office only. 11:30 you go. By the time I will intimate to. I will only just wait for another 5 minutes. I will tell to the admin now itself. And I will say that both are going for your hometown for exam purpose or something. Everything I will tell to the admin and you can connect with the admin. And if the team is going to ask the certificates, if they are asking that to whom, who told this one miss, you can say the admin. So admin will tell that just wait for 5 minutes. We'll go. Just wait for 5 minutes. Outside or inside, anything fine. Done, guys. Yeah, Sapna. Yeah, please complete this work first. Unnecessarily, it leads to the others. Again, they will get deviated instead of focusing on one of them. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to share, right? We are going to work both of them, right? Done.